You alone are up against an army of scientists and one of the biggest companies in the world making money off of young men's desire. No wonder you keep progressing and resetting your no-fap streak. But can we even truly win this war? In today's video, I will arm you with the weapons to fight off the urges and decimate your attachment to porn and fapping. I'll also warn you of the pitfalls and traps that millions of other men, including myself, have fallen victim to. But you need to be the one to put on the armour and grab the sword and run into the battlefield screaming with rage at the companies and corporations that fucked up your mental health and destroyed your innocence alongside your childhood. You need to be the one to decimate those scientists and rip those motherfuckers at the top of the companies limb from limb for what they've done to you and billions of other young men. Then, once you have conquered your addiction and won the war, you can help other men fight theirs. You'll pass down the weapons of information and the armour of the pitfalls of regression as you teach them how to fight their addiction to porn. You should be fucking angry at these companies and at yourself for regressing. You know, they're taking your potential, what you could truly become. You could become a fucking high-level man. But instead you're sat there beating your dick like a fucking ape, seeking the instant dopamine and pleasure, you know? Oh, monkey feel good. It's fucking disgraceful. But it's not entirely your fault. They've got teams at these companies, fucking psychologists, you know, psychoanalysis people who've studied the brain and the addiction system and the dopamine system. They know exactly how to get you addicted. And it works. Of course it works. Pornhub has billions of users a year. Because it's the primal desire. It's literally men's purpose in life to spread their seed. That's literally our primary motivator. It's why we work. It's why we have families. And these companies are hijacking that feeling. That feeling is the drive that gets you to work harder. You need to work hard to become a high-value man, to get a high-value woman, to have sex with her and have children. But why the fuck would you need to do that when you have a right hand in porn? When you can feel the intimacy on a screen? It's disgraceful. If you watch this video in full screen, throughout the entire thing, you don't skip around, you watch into the end, straight till the end, maintain eye contact with me, and do not look at other things. Don't switch to another fucking tab or put this video in the background and go and look at Snapchat and message some bitches. I promise you, you've given me your full attention for half an hour, however long this fucking video is. You will not fap again. If you take the couple of actionable steps, there's only a few, you will not fap again. You will see how evil these fucking corporations are. And how disgusting it is that they make money off of manipulating young men. Alright. Let's get into the things that most people do that stops them being able to actually quit. The first thing that's stopping you being able to stop fapping is downloading a porn blocker. And this sounds completely and utterly backwards, you know? Or if I download a porn blocker, I can't watch porn. Bullshit. You're telling me if you go onto your fucking Chrome extension right now, you click up there, that there isn't a fucking remove button. Bullshit. You're telling me if you open up a different browser, that you can't just go and look at porn. Bullshit. Or say you can't, say you download it on that browser too. You go on your phone, you don't have the fucking extension installed. Instead of relying on something else to stop you doing something, develop your own damn willpower. So that way, if you go on another device, or you go on a different computer or web browser, it doesn't matter what, you don't want to watch porn. You'll have the willpower to resist even if you do want to watch it. First actionable step, if you do have a like a porn blocker on or a website blocker, fucking remove it. It's pathetic. You don't need a website to do what your brain can do. Go and do it. And if you don't have one installed, well done. You've already completed the first step without even trying. And all of these things that I'm going to talk about, these things that stop other people, that stop like men being able to complete the nofap streak, I've done all of these. And I'm telling you, they don't fucking work. It's what the mainstream media pushes on you. Actually, no, the mainstream media tells you to fap. It's what these Reddit guys will tell you. You know, the r/nofap. Some of them are very helpful, some of the things they say, but most of them are bullshit. And fuck the mainstream media. Oh, fapping helps you reduce prostate cancer. Yeah, maybe if you stopped eating fucking cake and consuming carcinogens, that would help you stop getting prostate cancer. Fucking degenerates. Anyway, hopefully you've had enough time to remove that porn blocker. The second thing that I did, and most men do, is keeping track of your nofap streak. You know, I had a fucking whiteboard, like, hanging on my wall with the fucking whiteboard pen, like, with, like, numbers on it, you know, when you tally them up. I think the most I ever wrote down was, like, 6 days. I got to not even a week. I don't think I ever got past a week, because it was constantly, like, I'm lying in bed over there, it's 8 p.m, I'm lying in bed, on my phone, fucking scrolling, watching YouTube. I look over, nice, I've made it 6 days without fapping. But that's a trigger. That's a trigger. You're trying to remove the triggers from your surroundings. You don't want a fucking constant reminder, oh, you don't fap, don't fap, otherwise you'll reset your streak. Do you know how toxic that is? Awful. If you revolve your entire life around this, it's all you'll be able to think about. Just think about it. Are you going to go, say you're same age as me, 16, 17-ish, and you live for another 70 years, let's be generous, you know, say you somehow live that life. You live to 87. You're telling me in the next 70 years, you're not going to fap once. Bullshit. That's impossible. Not even the most disciplined man will do that. Because sometimes when you have that crazy urge and you haven't fapped for months, but you don't want to go and, you know, fuck a random girl because that's even more degenerate. You know, it'd be better to just release that energy, don't look at porn, release the energy, and get back to work. Because sometimes that is the best option. But that doesn't mean it's always the best option. You know, you need that drive and that motivation and that masculine rage that you heard at the start of this video. That genuine anger towards these companies and towards certain things to drive you. I was angry while I wrote this script, and that's good. Because I spent 2 hours writing this fucking script, and I was just sat there angry at these companies because I was doing research into them. And you need that anger to drive you forward. But, you know, say you do go 20 years without fapping. But imagine how shit you're going to feel when you finally do fap. But you're going to think, oh, I've just wasted the last 20 years of my life. I'm 20 years worth of progress gone. But you're going to destroy yourself. So you go 3 months without fapping, that's 3 months of progress gone. You can't think about it like that. You just don't count. Don't keep track. Because then it's constantly at the front of your brain and you just want to forget about it. That's honestly the easiest way to do nofap is to forget you're even on nofap. Honestly, that is... Well, I don't even know how long I've gone without fapping. Fucking probably months at this point. No, it's definitely a few months, but fuck knows how long. It could be 3, it could be 6. I don't know. Because I don't want to think about it. And the more you think about it, the more you want to fucking stroke your dick. And it's disgusting. and it's everywhere nowadays. You'll be. Oh, I don't have Instagram anymore, but say you for some reason have convinced yourself that Instagram is good. Oh, I'm using it for business, strictly for business. Or I'm following a motivational quotes account, whatever bullshit you're feeding yourself. It doesn't even matter if you follow any of these like TikTok ass accounts. You'll be shown a girl's ass on your feed, and then that's an instant dopamine. Oh, ass, instant dopamine spike, whether you want to see it or not. If you've searched for a no-fap video and you clicked on this one, I'm genuinely proud of you. Because there's so many videos that have like no-fap, so many fucking disgusting, unhelpful. These people do not want to help you because they've got a no-fap video, how to not reset your streak in 30 days, the dopamine no-fap benefits timeline, and they've got a girl with their ass out in the thumbnail. Are you taking the piss? Like, the thumbnail for this video is like a statue of a Greek god. Because I didn't want to be, one of them people who has the fucking... I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to get the views. Fuck views. What are views going to do if you're just making someone regress? Anyway, the last thing that I did, which is what most people have been doing for years, is surrounding yourself with people who constantly like talk about sex or porn, and they're constantly like causing triggers. Like, these degenerate people that go out and parties and all they talk about is fucking women, bro. And it's like, how are you? There's so many of these people in my college, and I don't understand them. Like, we'll be sitting there talking, and then a girl with a relatively decent ass will walk past, and I'll notice it, but I won't fucking go stare at her. But the fucking two guys at my table, well, it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? That's not just objectifying the woman, that's just, sexualizing this fucking woman who's just trying to walk around trying to get to her next fucking class, bro. But you also look like an asshole because you're just fucking ass. You fucking loser. And then they'll be like, oh, bro, she had such a fast. And I'm like, yeah, crazy. It's just, oh, I don't understand these motherfuckers. But if that's you, bro, please just try to stop, man. And I just kind of, whenever they would like say something, because I'm not going to sit on my own at lunch, I've done it a few times, but it's just a bit fucking, you just look like a fucking weirdo. And, isolating yourself isn't always the best thing. But when there's people like that, I have no idea what the best course of action is. Whether it's better to just isolate yourself or engage with them and just do what I've been trying to do and just be like, yeah, crazy. Oh, yeah, she did, yeah. We just agree with them, but just don't look, man. Don't engage in that fucking degenerate. Because it's just not helpful to you, her. No one in that fucking situation is benefiting. Maybe these degenerate guys who'll fucking think about it later while they're fapping, and it's, ugh. Yeah. Alright, now on to the more positives, the actual things that helped me stop fapping. And there's 6 of them and 1 actionable step. But this actionable step is extremely important. If you didn't take the other one, fuck you. But yeah, if you don't do this one, then God help you, bro. The first thing that I did that stopped me fapping, which is what I talked about earlier and I touched upon it, is don't think about it. You need to stay busy and to stay working. Otherwise, it's all you'll think about. And yeah, imagine Think about a day where you were, well, most people don't have a day where they're entirely productive, but think about a day where you were completely like in the zone, you're productive, you hit that really early workout, then you went, I don't know, straight to school or college, and then you came home and you read a book, or, you did a little bit of schoolwork or homework, and then, you read a book and then you went to sleep. Did you even have time to think about fapping that day? Of course not, bro. You were too busy doing productive things. As soon as your day is filled with, sleep, workout, school, read, work, sleep, but where are you fitting in fapping? Where are you fitting in half an hour to stroke your dick? You fucking aren't. But there is no time slot. Maybe before you go to sleep, but I'll talk about that in the next point. But once you've got a busy day, you just don't have a fucking time slot for that, That half an hour that you could spend, you spend fucking 15 minutes finding a video, probably more like 20. You spend 10 minutes, maybe fucking 20 edging, and then you finally have 5 seconds of dopamine while you nut. And then you spend 5 minutes after just lying in bed feeling like a lazy piece of shit. Does it sound pretty accurate? Yeah, but I was a fapper. Fucking bad. And 90%, fuck that, 99% of men are. Because it's so addicting. And yeah, this is probably one of the things that helped me the most. Is just doing more. Number 2, the second way that I stopped fapping is aimed at night wankers. Because there's night wankers and there's morning wankers, and I was a night wanker. I never did it in the morning. Fuck that, bro. But I know some people that's like the time that they do it. But no, when I was lying in bed ready to go to sleep, I was thinking, 11:30, let's have an early night. 11:30, early night, fuck that. But yeah, I was thinking, alright, 11:30, get to bed early, I can maybe wake up at 7 a.m, maybe have actually half an hour to get ready for school. And then I'd be up until 1 o'clock in the morning, watching porn and beating my dick. And the only thing I can say to help night wankers, is the only thing that's helped me, is to just go to sleep earlier. Go to sleep. Try to meditate before you go to sleep. Like, I always chuck on an app called Medito. I've talked about it so many times. There's these sleep meditations where I put my phone next to my bed, put it on charge, put one of these sleep meditations on, and just lie there, close my eyes, breathe, and sleep. 10 o'clock every night. I go straight from reading from 8:30 till 10, and I sleep. Because if you're on your screen before bed, your brain's still active, It's still trying to think about the YouTube video that you just watched, or the game of Siege that you just played, or whatever it is. And this is the thing that helped me stop beating my meat at night. And I really hope that it helps you, because, it's so, like, you also feel lonely, you also feel, a lot more lonely when you're, alone in bed. You feel a little bit lonely, you feel a little bit horny, so, you go to porn, because I've already made a video on loneliness, but, yeah, go and watch that. That talks in depth about, how to stop feeling lonely, at night and shit, because that's the thing that most of us men fall into. And yeah, I feel like going to bed early is definitely the cure for that. Now let's talk about morning wankers. I wasn't really a morning wanker, like I said, but definitely done it a few times, and I feel like you're one or the other. But the cure, I think, for a morning wanker is leaving your phone in a different room, maybe downstairs in the living room on charge or out the kitchen, but it does not matter. Outside your door, it literally does not matter. Just don't have that phone next to your bed so that as soon as you wake up, because that's what most people do, as soon as they wake up, reach for their phone. Instantly, bro. And I'll admit, sometimes when I sent an important message the night before or something, or I want to see if one of my mates has gotten back to me on an idea or fucking, I don't know, plans, I will reach my phone instantly, and then I immediately, put it straight back down. I feel a little bit annoyed with myself, and then I go and do my morning routine. But most people will cope and say, my alarm's on my phone, how am I going to wake up? Go on Amazon right now. I'm telling you to leave this video after I finish this sentence. Go on Amazon right now and type in alarm clock, filter by price lowest to high, but you will find an alarm clock for £5, a digital USB one. I looked while I was writing this script, I found fucking 50 for £5. But you're telling me you have AirPods, the new fucking iPhone 13 Pro Max, whatever the fuck it is, but you can't afford a £5 alarm clock. Bullshit. Buy that £5 alarm clock and stop fapping forever. You morning wanker. Go. Alright, nice. Hopefully all my night wankers are still here. What's good? But yeah, I think that's the best way to eliminate a morning wanker. And the third way that you can actually help yourself stop fapping, fourth way, is by spending more time with people. Just picture it. You're out with your friends and you've just had a really nice day. Your head's filled with dopamine. You went and watched a movie and you were having a laugh. Did you get one thought about watching porn while you were out? Or, how good it would be to sit in bed and fap? I highly doubt it, because if you did, that's a bit weird. But yeah, most men won't feel that. When they're out with their friends and they're socializing and they're actually outside. Not even just out with your friends, just outside in nature. But you won't feel the urge to fap if you're just outside. Because it's not a natural urge. The urge to fap is not natural. Feeling horny is natural, but not the urge to fap. Now, think of the other side. You've got your curtains closed. It's, 1 p.m. You woke up an hour ago. You haven't done anything. First thing you did when you woke up was go downstairs and have jam on toast. A nice carb-heavy, sugary breakfast. And you've come back upstairs, you've eaten your jam on toast, and you feel like shit. What a surprise. You've had carbs and sugar for breakfast. First mistake. You then go on your phone and watch some degenerate gaming YouTube videos. Second mistake. You then go on Reddit and scroll for a bit because you got reminded of that thing you were looking at last night on Reddit while you were fapping. And you're scrolling. You know what you're scrolling for, but you're not actually going to search it because you think, no, I don't want to watch porn, But you're looking for porn, so you're scrolling. And you finally stumble upon ass, and you're like, you stare at it. You're surprised by it. You shouldn't be because you were looking for it. But you were scrolling for 10 minutes, so of course you found it. Because that's what Reddit's like. And then boom. You're there fapping. Or another scenario, you go onto Chrome, you decide to go into incognito instead to search for something that, I don't want to be tracked. I don't want anyone to see what I'm searching. And then once you've searched for that thing, you're like, oh, cool. It's good to know that. You start to type in big Latina ass. And before you even know what you're doing, you're on Pornhub. Beating your meat. Whereas if you'd have just gone outside, not had that carbs, heavy, sugary breakfast, if you were fasted and you'd opened your curtains and you'd gone outside, you would not have beaten your meat. Because it's not natural. The fifth way to stop fapping and to help yourself is to change your mindset. Now this is, the other ones were quite practical, do this, don't stay indoors with your curtains closed, put your phone in another room, go to sleep earlier. This is quite a mental one. You gotta change the way you think about it. You're not trying to stop fapping, you don't fap. You're not trying to quit porn, you don't watch porn. You are not the person who watches porn and spends, 5 hours a week watching porn. You are not him. This really helped with, I was nowhere near the alcoholic level, but I would drink once a week maybe. A few drinks on the weekend with my mates. That's what most teenagers do, they get pissed on the weekend. But I did quite a lot of research into alcohol. Shit substance, poisons you, literally poison for your brain. Anyway, this is not a video about alcohol, that one will come soon. And I wanted to stop drinking, and I knew that, if I kept going out with my mates and, going over their houses where there was alcohol involved, I would drink. But I thought, I'm not going to stop going and seeing my mates. And so instead of changing what I physically did, I changed my mental side of it. I told all my friends and all my family, I don't drink. And they were like, yeah, alright. But, a few weeks down the line, I hadn't drunk, maybe 2 months, they started to take me a bit more seriously. Oh yeah, he doesn't drink. And then it's kind of like, if you've been going to the gym, you should know what an accountability partner is. It's like someone who keeps you accountable. Bro, everyone is my accountability partner right now. Every fucking person who knows me personally knows he doesn't drink. All my mates know, all my family know. Oh, he doesn't drink. So if I go to grab a bottle or go and have a sip of alcohol, oh, I thought you didn't drink. Yeah, I don't, you're right. And there is an actionable step I will tell you right now. And this is the way that I heard it from, I think it was Hamza. And this is the way that I completely quit. Not just by changing my mindset. There is a physical aspect to it as well. I'll show you now. My favourite drink, Jack Daniels. Have it in that cupboard. There's a wardrobe over there, like a cupboard thing. When I get the urge to drink, I sit here and put it on my desk and I stare at it. That's it. I stare at it, and if you look, if it'll focus on it, I can focus. Anyway, still sealed. Because that's how, I literally had my mates over a few days ago, and we were playing Monopoly, and we were having a few drinks. I was not drinking. It was my alcohol. I've got another bottle of Jack's over there, and that's opened, but it's not mine. It's my bottle, but I don't drink it. It's for if I have mates over. They'll drink, and I won't, because I don't drink. You just got to change the entire mental side of it. But if you do get the urge, you can do this with, I don't know. I was about to grab a chocolate bar or something, but don't have one. Yeah, you'll grab your favourite food or chocolate bar and sit it in front of you. Just stare at it and think, you are the enemy. But, actionable step. What I want you to do right now is to grab your toilet roll, your moisturiser, whatever general item you use to fap, and just stare at it. And, if your walls are quite thick, just say to the fucking item, you know, you are the enemy. Fuck you. You are the thing that's killing my drive and motivation. But think I don't say that to this? Think I don't sit here and think, fuck you. I will not indulge in you. You are the enemy. Disgusting. I will not put you in my body. You know, you've got to think that about the porn. Obviously, you don't want to do this with porn because then you'll have to look at porn and then, you know, you fucked it up. That's why I'm saying to grab the, you know, toilet roll or moisturiser or whatever. I don't even want to know what the fuck you'd use, bro. Yeah, you just sit there and you just fucking look at it. You just think, fuck you. I'm not touching you. I'm not using you. And then you go and put it back wherever the fuck you got it from. And you do not use it. And that is the most powerful thing, I think, that you can do. Because you're telling your brain, we are not doing this. You want this, but I fucking don't. Because your brain, of course your brain wants the instant pleasure. Of course it does. But fuck your brain. Your brain's got you to where you are now, sitting here watching a 17-year-old telling you how to stop touching your dick. Fuck your brain, man. Fuck my brain too. I get these thoughts all the time. But fuck them. Am I right? Fuck brains. Anyway, that was your actionable step. If you didn't do it, fuck you. You've got this far. How have you got this far and you're not doing the actionable steps, bro? You have not been helped. You're gonna watch this video and tomorrow you're gonna fap. Anyway, the last thing that I can suggest to actually stop fapping is getting girls. I mean, you know, it makes sense, right? It's what your brain wants. It's your primary motivator and it's what drives you. You know, when you're with a girl, you don't want to be the girl. You don't want to be the guy the girl talks to her friends about that fapped the morning before you fuck. Bro, imagine that, you know. Just picture her telling her friends, you know, oh, you had fucking pathetic load, lasted 20 seconds, she didn't feel good, didn't feel a thing. It's just a gross situation. Bro, you do not want to be that guy. You know, imagine that you hadn't fapped though. You know? You had, yeah, it's a bit explicit, but you had like a massive, you know, I'm not getting too into it, but you know, it'll be the different side she'll be talking about to her friends, because she will, because that's what girls do. They tell their friends every fucking detail. So be aware of that. But yeah, not going too into detail on that one. Just get some bitches, basically. And it's kind of like a loop, you know, you fap so you don't get bitches, but you don't get bitches so you fap. It is kind of a loop. You kind of have to do, this is kind of like the advanced level. You know, the other ones were the kind of beginner, intermediate, this is more advanced. And yeah, I think that's everything I have for today. So hopefully you watched all the way through, maintained eye contact, did the actionable steps, and if you did all that, you shouldn't touch your meat again. Well, for a while, at least. And if you do, well, when you do, just don't watch porn, bro. That shit fucks your brain, honestly. That is the worst thing you can do. Just, if you need to let out, like, fucking urges, you literally cannot focus on your work. It's getting to that point. You haven't fapped in weeks, maybe months. Just don't look at porn, fucking degenerate shit. I don't even know what you're watching, bro. Porn, fucking hentai. None of that shit, bro. Come on. You're stronger than that. Don't give in to these companies. Win the fucking war. And rip those scientists limb from limb. Have a good day and a great week.